Scared of public speaking? Well, don't be. Let me tell you about my experiences of public speaking. In this speech, I will share out my best and worst speeches, and in addition, at the end of the video, I will rank myself of how I feel about how I do my speeches. In this, I will tell you two stories about my high school years. First things first, I will start off with one of my best speeches. My best speeches was in the time of my junior year of high school at the end of my English class. When my teacher told my class to write a commencement speech, the whole point of a commencement speech is to write about what you're going to say to your classmates if you graduate. I like this project because it's kind of fun. Because my class pretended to be valedictorian, the way I read my speech, I proceeded to speak in a loud, confident tone to my peers so they can hear. The trick that helped me throughout my speech were that I started to notice that I'm going quiet or getting shaky. I can take a chance to recover it and go on and with my speech. Back to my confident tone. I make sure to slow down to a comfortable pace so I can be careful what I'm saying and sound understandable. After this experience, I just felt good that I got it over with and I can finally catch my breath. At least it wasn't that bad because nobody judged me. Now I shared one of my best experiences already. I want to share with you my worst experience. The catch is that I had to read and write in French because it was an oral test. I was very forgetful of my words. I forgot most of the words, even the easy ones. It was in a foreign language and I didn't know much about what I was saying. My French teacher corrected me most of my words, and most of my classmates were sophomores and freshmen, and they laughed when I said something wrong, and I'll just laugh it off. After this experience, I did not trust another French speaking oral because that gave me anxiety that I would get be laughed at again. I realized I needed to be more prepared for how I pronounce my words and that I have shared my worst experiences. Now I will rank myself as a speaker. Finally, I will rank myself on presentation on a scale on 1 through 10. At my best, I will rate myself an 8. I was more confident in that. In my worst speech, I would normally rate it a 0, but that's not possible, so I'll give myself a 1. Overall, my experience of public speaking, I would rate myself a 7. Not bad nor good. The only thing that I got out of it was a good grade. Now that I shared both of my best and worst experiences as a speaker and I ranked myself, it's time to wrap things up. I shared my greatest and worst experiences as a speaker in this speech. This could show you that if you're sharing a speech, you don't feel discouraged or scared while presenting. Hope something that will inspire you throughout this speech.